Welcome back to Toxic Waste of Time, a weekly podcast that will improve your health, give you clear skin, improve your vision, and whiten your teeth, all while giving you a gentle all-over body massage. Today, we are discussing self-care, and I am Ivy.
And I'm Katie. But before we make your day, no, your life, so much better, we need to break the ice. Actual results may vary. Please do not take Toxic Waste of Time if you are allergic to it. Side effects may include snorting while laughing, feeling less alone in the world, and constipation. Now spin that wheel, Ivy.
All right. Hiking.
Oh. Hiking.
Yeah.
I will let you go first.
Okay, good. I love
know
hiking.
a little bit about your feelings about this already.
Yeah. I love hiking. I love hiking to things and I love hiking not to things. But the person I hike with most needs a destination. So just a hike, just going out to Radnor or Percy Warner, not really going to happen. But when we go somewhere that there is a destination like a waterfall or a cave or something that you're going to, mostly we do waterfalls, then my husband loves hiking as well. But me, I just love it. I love nature.
Like to wander.
I love trees. I love rocks. I love water. I love blue skies, gray skies, cloudy skies. I love it all. And I feel like hiking is church. I just love it. I feel
when you
like
put it that way, I go,
oh. Well, for someone who
hiking is something my parents make me do on Mother's Day, Christmas, and Easter.
No, not at all. Don't misunderstand me because
No,
I hate church.
I get what you mean. I do.
But it's nature is just so healing and free, and everything about it is free. There's nothing holding any of these critters or trees or rocks or anything. There's nothing holding them back.
Yeah.
I love a good hike.
I love a good hike as well. I probably don't do it as often as you. I'm not a very athletic person, but I do try to keep active as much as I can, given that I work from home. I do. I love nature. I enjoy a rainy hike. I enjoy a cold hike, whatever it is. I just like to be prepared for said hike.
Okay.
Because my
like
anxiety really spikes as soon as I'm like out in the woods away from, civilization.
What do you need?
I need contingency plans. Like I need a first aid kit. I need to make sure I have a little snack, plenty of water. I have the right shoes on. I have the right clothes on. I have maybe some layers on so that I have options if I get cold or whatever, So I have to have I can't be really a spontaneous hiker.
Okay.
But if I can properly plan and have a nice time, yeah, I love it.
So, we're pretty much the opposite of that. And
You're spontaneous.
Well, it's not really that. It's okay. So we have this motorcycle and my husband likes to plan to take me places and not tell me where we're going.
Oh, I hate that. I couldn't.
So, well, the thing about him is, and I love him and I love that he does this and it's sweet and everything. I do have an emergency food bag in the motorcycle because he doesn't get hungry and I do. And then I also have a backpack in the motorcycle as well as a spare pair of sneakers because of the first time we went to the walls of Jericho. Now, what he does is he'll find a hike he wants to take me to, right? But he usually forgets to see how long the hike is. Like how long it's going to take us, how far it is, if we're going to have the time needed to do it. He'll look at the map and be like, we can get there in 2 hours, which means we'll be home in 4, right? So like there's no like accounting for, I've even had him download the All Trails app, which worked for a while. So one time, this has been many years now. We were in full gear. It was like July, but it was still cold on the motorcycle. So we were in full gear, which is like boots, jacket, all the things. And my motorcycle boots are pointy because I'm a girl and that's cute, right? So he takes me to this thing called Walls of Jericho that had been recommended to me we get to trailhead number 1. It's sort of at the border of Alabama and Tennessee. So it was not a short ride. So we get there. I walk up to the trailhead and it says that the hike is like something crazy, like 8 miles.
Jeez.
And I was like, dude, we can't do an 8-mile hike right now. So we went to the next trailhead, which was a 6-mile hike. And so we were like, okay. So
That's still really long to me.
it's still really long to me. I'm in blue jeans and motorcycle boots.
Yeah, dude.
And so here we take off, la-di-da. Here we go. It was fine. Like, we get to it's beautiful. It was one of the most fabulous days of my entire life. When you get down to the actual walls of Jericho, it's like you're in the Garden of fucking Eden. And then you climb up on the rocks and it's like you're on the moon. It's an amazing, amazing hike. But by the time we got back up the mountain in our jeans and motorcycle boots, I made him drive me on the motorcycle to the other side of the parking lot to the porta potty because I could not walk another step. Yeah. Also, we did not have water with us.
That's
completely unprepared. So now in my emergency backpack that I have, along with my emergency pair of sneakers that are also always in the motorcycle, I have those straws that filter water.
Yeah.
I did drink stream water, and so did he. We drank stream water that day down there. I mean, we didn't die, obviously, but
it's always a risk.
Yeah. So I always have. He is still like, he doesn't give a shit if he dehydrates. I don't know how he survives as it is.
What is it with men?
I always,
he needs to do better self-care.
He does no self-care. His self-care is he married me.
Oh my God, that's exhausting.
So it's exhausting for me.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. So that's just a taste of how unprepared we have been in the past for hikes.
Yeah.
First aid kit made me laugh a little on the inside. Like,
really?
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I have some Advil in the motorcycle.
I was a Girl Scout. We prepare. Like, that's just how I fucking roll. I've lived with anxiety my entire life. Like, I'm gonna have a backpack with my stuff.
I like to travel light.
Yeah. That's why it pisses me off when I go to like a concert or something and they don't let you bring anything. Like,
right.
You can't even, I'm like, how am I supposed to be a woman right now? Like,
You
fuck
can't.
off.
No.
Anyways.
So Katie, hiking, toxic waste of time, non-toxic or toxic-ish?
Oh, I think hiking is totally non-toxic. I think that you need to prepare at least a little. At least bring some fucking water when you go on a hike.
Well, my friend died hiking, so I'm going to go with toxic-ish because it can be like the time that we found out that there are rattlesnakes in Tennessee.
Yeah.
That
anything can be toxic, if you do it wrong or too much.
Yeah, I guess. I guess a tree could even fall on you, so trees could even be toxic-ish. But I think in general hiking is non-toxic. It's it can be. So we'll give a little warning.
Mm-hmm. So we're talking about self-care today. Ivy, do you have any self-care routines or rituals?
I kind of do. I guess I do a pretty good job taking care of myself. I take my vitamins. I walk every day and work out almost every day. I have a skincare routine, if you can call it that. I sleep in a bonnet to protect my hair. I do sleep meditation. I spend time outside every single morning with my coffee. Self-care is one of those things that I'm just like, why is that a thing? We should just do that. We should just take care of ourselves, right? I kind of got confused when self-care was like all over the place.
Yeah. I'll talk about that in a little bit. So that's great that you do all those things. I do also have a self-care routine. I take vitamins. I try to eat healthy. I do video workouts almost every morning. I go for a walk with my husband every afternoon.
I love that, by the way.
Well, thank you, because we both work from home in a tiny little space. And if we don't do that, we've both noticed that we start to get like really sore and our back hurts or our feet hurt or whatever. You got to keep it moving.
No, an evening walk with your husband or your family or something sounds divine to me.
It's really nice. We're going after we're done recording the podcast.
Nice.
I also have to be really intentional about my nighttime routine so that I can actually sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was a teacher, it was even worse because I had to wake up at 5 a.m. every day. And so now we don't do screens in the evenings most nights. Instead, we'll listen to records and I'll read an actual paper book with pages. Do you remember those?
I just started doing that again too.
It's actually great. I've slept so much better. It takes me less time to fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
My eyes don't bother me because if I'm looking at a screen all day, like sometimes we'll watch a movie or TV or something in the evening, but it's more often than not, we're just listening to records and reading. And maybe that's old people stuff, but it's been good for us.
Well, reading books, I didn't even think of that because it's so new again to me because I was listening to podcasts and audiobooks all the
I've been
time.
an audiobook girly for a long time too.
But I can't sit still and listen to one of those. So like if I'm listening to, I've got to be doing something. And I have found that the past few Saturdays or Sundays or both, a couple hours on the back porch on my couch with an actual paper book was so nice.
Yeah.
I just bought another one.
Love it.
Katie, did you see the whole self-care movement happen and think, oh boy, I need to buy some moisturizer?
No, I already had moisturizer because I'm a grown-up. But the first time I heard that phrase was at an in-service when I was a teacher. And I thought, okay, that's nice. But why are they preaching this as if we can't take care of ourselves instead of addressing the actual things stressing us out at work? And maybe like pay us more for Christ's sake. But that was my feeling too, is a little bit of like, duh. But
so did you feel like being at an in-service meeting that they brought self-care up to you, did you feel like they were like being almost condescending?
Yes.
Okay.
But also I was at an in-service meeting, so I was already salty that I had to be there at all.
Okay.
That was one of the things that pissed me off as a teacher was how they would force us to go to all these meetings and take up our time with stuff that wasn't even really that relevant or useful. You know, it was just like we were in a meeting to say we were in a meeting, and that just
that's the whole internet meme of a meeting that could have been an email.
It could have been an email.
Yeah.
I swear to God. So we should talk about what self-care actually is because it sounds, selfish. It sounds like, duh. But when folks hear it, they often think of bubble baths and candles or an expensive massage and lots of planning. But it can be as simple as stepping outside alone to take a deep breath and clear your head, touch some grass, put down your phone and go pet a cat.
Absolutely.
Well,
I did look up a couple of articles about self-care so that we would have some sort of basis and not just be rambling. And I liked what Dr. Caroline Pergesi said in a very short article on the subject. And she said the term self-care has been misused in our world. When people hear that word, they think of spa days and an extensive amount of time to implement, which is kind of what you just said. Like, that's what our mind goes to. Like, our mind goes to basically beautifying, kind of.
But really, self-care is just doing things that benefit your physical and emotional health.
Yep.
And if that is being alone in total silence, great. A lot of these things are free, So,
so
I found a long list that we're going to talk about.
Yeah. Well, I came across a list from GoodRx of all places, had an article about self-care ideas. And it was called 99 Self-Care Ideas, and a bitch ain't one.
I think bitching is self-care. If you got to just get it out.
Maybe, but like I bitched at that security guard last night and felt terrible about it for 15 hours. So,
listeners, that's a tangent you can find in our bonus episode.
Yeah. So anyway, so we can't read the whole list to you, obviously, because you are here for us to help you determine toxicity and not bore you to death.
Yeah, so we took the list separately, and each of us pulled from it 10 things we either do or think are great, and 10 things we would personally poo-poo, not do, think are dumb. We will put the full list on our socials and link the list in the show notes if you're interested in some more ideas.
Yeah. There's some
So
pretty good ones on
we
here.
go.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I actually have more than 10. I have some
I had a hard time
honorable
picking just
mentions.
10.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you go first. What's your first one?
Okay. My first one is take a digital detox or a break from social media, because social media is toxic as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And just the digital detox, like that kind of makes me think about the no screen time. Like I was
Yeah.
already talking about that. That's a good one for me. That's been really helpful because I tend to scroll infinitely, and it does nothing for
Yeah.
me. I've really tried to stop doing that.
Same. I've tried to stop just scrolling as well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So number one for me is move your body in some way, like running, walking, lifting weights, hiking, anything that gets your body moving. I know personally for me, on a weekday, my day cannot start if I don't go for a walk. Even if it's just like a little tiny short walk, my day cannot. It can start and it has to start. But if I don't walk, I'm not the same.
Yeah, I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
I try to do the same thing. I like to work out first thing in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday I didn't because I had some appointment or something, and I decided to do it in the middle of the day instead. And it was fine, but it threw me off, Like I felt weird.
No, when Jody used to travel sometimes, I would come home and do a 4:30 afternoon workout. And the only reason I could do it at that time was because Judge Judy was on and she kept my mind off of it.
Yeah. I've started like playing with our psycho cat with a little toy while I am doing my like dance workout. So I'll just like hold the toy in one hand and swing it around and like play with him at the
So
same
you're
time.
doing
it's, like,
two of these at
multitasking.
once because I think spend time with your pet is on here
Yes,
also.
it is. It is.
Okay. What's your next
Okay.
one?
So the first one that I kind of thought was dumb that I'm not going to do is make a vision board. Like, listen, I'm not saying if you like making vision boards, if it's helpful for you, if any of these things that we don't like are helpful for you, more power to you. Go do them. Take care of yourself in whatever way you need to. But I think vision boards are dumb, and I don't like them. I used to have, I still do have Pinterest, but I kind of just used it for mindless scrolling more than planning anything. You know?
Same. I
And
don't
the
think I
vision
ever
board-
created a board.
Meh, I would much rather just create some actual art of some kind, like make a drawing or a sketch or do a little painting or anything else seems more productive to me. So, meh.
I did not like, in sort of in the same regards to yours, make a scrapbook. I was like, that sounds like a lot of work and not a lot of self-care there.
Yeah, and scrapbooking is a very expensive hobby with lots of little doodads you can buy and crap you can amass. Even if you do what they call junk journaling, which is just like using recycled stuff, you still end up amassing a bunch of crap to use.
Yeah.
While I do journal occasionally, and I used to be a big proponent of this when I was a teacher, like it just doesn't work for me as much now with my new work schedule and everything.
Right.
But yeah, I would rather like keep it manageable and just draw something. Like scrapbooking in particular is like a lot for me.
Well, it just seems meh to me.
Not your vibe.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one that I really liked was set a boundary or say no to something that doesn't serve you.
Okay.
Saying no is a complete sentence, and it is self-care.
Okay.
It is one of my favorite things.
I almost put that
to plans.
I almost put that on my poo-poo list.
Really?
Only because I feel like that's just something that you should. I feel like that's not necessarily self-care. I feel like it's more
really
of
intentional about it.
I think that it's more of like obvious set your boundaries.
Like it seems obvious. I'm going to explain this further later on.
Okay.
It seems obvious, but sometimes we can get sidetracked and get into the habit of not doing it. Like when I was a teacher and someone would ask me, "Hey, can you do this for me?" No matter how busy I was, I would try to do it.
Yeah.
And no matter how stupid or useless it was to me, I would try to do it because in my mind, I'm trying to like maintain good relationships with everybody, you know? And so I didn't want to be seen as like a bitch. And so sure, I'll help you make a poster for your whatever stupid thing you could have done yourself in Canva, but like I found that I would be resentful about it. Like,
That's interesting.
And then it also just made me more busy and stressed out to be too overloaded,
So that's interesting to me because I almost poo-pooed that. And as you're talking about it, I'm like, yeah, it would really be helpful for me personally if I didn't say yes to everything. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
You'll say no, and then you'll try to turn it into a yes.
See, this is why I wanted to do this little experiment, because sometimes things seem silly when really it's just what you need.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so what was your next one?
My next good one? Oh, spend time in nature.
Yeah.
That's I think it's my favorite one.
That's probably your number one.
Spend time in nature is probably my favorite one. But also, I'm spending time in nature when I'm walking.
Right.
So, and when I'm hiking. But I'm also spending time in nature when I'm sitting on the back porch having my cup of coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm also spending.
I want a porch.
I'm
like a
spending
back porch
time
so
in
bad.
nature when my husband and I sit out there at night, and even though we're listening to the free beer and hot wings show on Alexa with commercials.
Ew.
Yeah, it's terrible. And also, it's the same commercials over and over again.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
So bad.
And it's like, I'm almost like embarrassed because our neighbors can probably hear it. And I'm like, yeah, they're like, those are the whitest people on the planet. They're listening to radio with commercials. Okay, guilty.
What year is it?
I know my mom said to me one time, she was like, you're listening to a radio show, Ivy? Who listens to radio anymore?
Don't say that at our voice actor meeting, okay? Okay, so my next one that I was like, no, not going to work for me, was make a dish from scratch. That's going to stress me the fuck out.
I know, I thought the same thing. That does not, I love cooking, but that doesn't sound like self-care to me. It sounds like work.
It sounds like work. And it's not that I don't like, yeah, exactly. Like if it's somebody's birthday and I would love to make something nice for them, like if I'm going to be intentional about that, and that's part of my gift is to make something like that, sure.
But that's caring for them.
Just do it just to do it to make myself feel better.
That's not caring for
It's for someone else.
It's
not
for
for me.
someone else. Mm-hmm.
If it's gonna be a meal, if my self-care is gonna be a meal, it's gonna be like I'm ordering the thing that I actually want to eat instead of the thing that's healthier that I'm trying to eat. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And I can't do that too much, so I try to keep that reasonable.
One thing I noticed about this list is, to me, self-care is not necessarily the healthiest thing. Like, I think self-care is treating yourself to something that is not necessarily the healthy meal, the plan an especially healthy meal. I've got that on my poo-poo list. Plan an especially nutritious meal.
Yeah, that also sounds like too much work.
Fuck that. No. It's not only work. It's not even the work about it. It's like if I'm doing self-care, if I'm doing something for me, I want to plan a real tasty meal. Not like something, blah.
Right.
Oh, it's healthy.
I think that's the point where it becomes toxic too. Like we've said, anything can be toxic.
Yeah.
Self-care can be toxic if you are rationalizing it to yourself and saying like, oh, well, it's self-care for me to go to Taco Bell again.
Yeah.
Babe, it's not. Okay. It's not serving you. And you have to be honest with yourself. Okay. It's also bad self-care to like overspend. If getting a massage is what you want to do for your self-care, like you still have to do that in moderation because that shit's expensive.
Yep, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So my next one I really liked was listen to an audiobook. I had to pick that. Because if we don't promote listening to audiobooks, then Katie doesn't have a job.
Yeah,
so.
Listening to audiobooks. I put listen to music, and I didn't want to put any more listen to anything else. But I did also put listen to an inspirational podcast.
Yeah. Oh, same.
Do we have one that's the same?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool.
But yes, audiobooks I find to be sort of a self-care thing for me. I like to listen to them when I'm driving, so it makes me feel like I'm not just wasting my life stuck in traffic.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I'm actually getting some enjoyment or some learning out of it, And that was the reason I really got into audiobooks in the first place, was because I had a long commute to work.
Yeah.
So I would rather do that than listen to the radio with commercials.
Yeah.
Audiobooks don't have commercials yet, fortunately. Anyways, let's talk about the inspirational podcasts since we both picked that one.
Yeah, well, the word inspirational doesn't necessarily need to be there. I don't need.
Could
I
just
don't.
be a podcast.
Yeah, like I'm not real into inspirational stuff. I'm not real into the uplifting, inspirational kind of stuff. I'd rather listen to a couple of friends chatting or talking about true crime, or I would rather listen to any of the podcasts that I listen to. And I'm not going to say that they're not inspiring because the people are great and everything. I'm inspired to have a podcast by them, but inspirational stuff, inspirational quotes, motivational stuff.
Not your vibe.
Not my vibe.
It's sometimes my vibe.
Yeah.
And I would highly recommend, listeners, if you're looking for a good inspirational podcast, I recommend our friend Dawn's podcast,
Yeah.
The Soul Goals. It's lovely. She has a very soothing voice. She's like the mom energy that I need in my life so bad. And she will just lift you up. And
And she had us on her podcast and we had her on ours. So
we did. Anyway, but like legitimately, it's a great recommendation. I love that podcast. Go check it out. Another thing that I will do for self-care is try to do something nice for somebody else.
that was
is
on
like
this
a
list.
Totally selfless. I don't know if I highlighted it or
Something
not.
about that was on the list.
Something, yes. But yeah, if I'm feeling like just really, really shit, like I feel like I have failed and screwed up and made a mistake, the best thing for me to do is to like go do something totally selfless to help somebody else.
Yeah.
And then I will start to feel like, okay, I'm getting some good karma back. Like at least I did something nice for someone else today. You know?
Yeah.
And to me, even though that is for someone else, it's also for myself.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
There was another one on here. Neither one of us highlighted it, but it was tell another person 5 things you admire about them.
Yeah.
That's helpful,
I feel
but
like
I think that
if
was a
I
little
did that
lame.
to you, though, you'd be like, Katie, okay.
Yeah, I don't want anyone to come tell me 5 things they admire about me, but you could walk by me and tell me that I look pretty, or, you know, my hair is nice.
I'm never
or
mad at that.
That you like my butt, or like whatever. But don't come up to me and be like, see, that's the thing, is you have to have
With
somebody
note
else.
cards.
You have to have
Ivy,
somebody that's on
I
board
want to tell
for that.
you 5 things that I
Yeah.
like about you. Number 1.
It sounds very, very third grade, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Passing
It's
a
a little
note
corny.
in this is 5 things that I like about you.
It's a little corny.
It's a little corny, yeah. But and also to go back to listen to music, there are certain voices that for me, Tracy Thorn, she was in a group called she's still in a group called Everything But the Girl, but she's also done some solo stuff. She's not really what you would expect for me, but she is my Valium.
Yeah.
If I need to chill, I will turn on Tracy Thorn. She can sing anything at all to me, and it will calm me down.
I feel that way about Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And my husband feels that way about The Cure.
Oh, okay.
He loves The Cure.
Yeah.
He's been listening to them a lot lately.
As well he should.
So, yeah. Oh, they're fab. I know you love The Cure as well. So, what's next?
I have done 4 of my positive ones, but only 2
I
of
haven't
my
been
negative
keeping
ones.
track.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
give
highlighting
us another
mine.
one you didn't like, Ivy.
Repeat an affirmation like you are enough out loud.
I'm good enough.
I'm smart enough, and doggone it,
Darn it, people
like
like me. I hate affirmations. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I also highlighted that one because it ticked me off. I was like, no, I can't. Like, I'm sorry, but it just doesn't work for me. Like, here's the thing. Like, if I'm going to do anything with an affirmation, it's going to be like, I'm going to do a calligraphy and paint little watercolor flowers around it. And it's the act of like doing it as art that's nice for me.
Yeah.
Less so about the affirmation.
No.
It's more just like, I just chose a nice phrase that is going to look nice when I'm done. But
Live,
like
laugh,
saying,
love.
live, laugh, barf in your mouth. I hate affirmations. They don't work for me. I think they're dumb. I feel dumb saying them. Like, it's not for me. So you're not going to catch me looking in the mirror and saying that. And I'm
Right.
glad that we both thought the same
Totally.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. The one that I highlighted that I was like, no, was take a drive. And I wrote, in this economy?
Yeah, right.
I'm going to go spend $4.50 on fucking gas so that I can take a drive? it.
I
There's no
haven't
way.
taken a drive in a very long time. The only time I ever remember just going out and taking a drive was because I was mad at my husband. And I went and got in the car. And this was like probably, I don't know, we didn't even live in this house that we've lived in since 1998. So it's a very long time ago.
Yeah.
Why would I just go for a drive?
I used to do that all the time in college, but gas was 99 cents back then. And I also like lived with a roommate that I hated, so I didn't have anywhere else to go.
What was you just driving around? Are you looking
I
at
would
shit?
usually, part of it was in the car, I can blast my music as loud as I want.
Okay, same.
And that was more helpful than the driving, honestly. So that, and I can sing as loud as I want in the car.
Okay.
And then I would usually just drive out to like a pretty spot out in the country and just like park there for a little bit and then turn around. But it was mostly about listening to the music more than the driving.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I liked Dance to Your Favorite Song. That's pretty basic, but like it you're moving, which is awesome. You're listening to some music that you really, really love. Perhaps Taylor Swift. Perhaps I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. Whatever. That's my suggestion. Just, whatever it is. Dance like an idiot until you feel like you have to laugh at yourself a little bit.
Sure.
You know?
I don't dance. Like, I have moved, I have hopped, I have swayed, I have shaken my butt, but I don't dance. But I will, if I'm alone in the house and doing chores, sing out loud.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Uh-huh.
That's cathartic.
Yeah. So one of the ones that was on here that kind of made me grin, because I do this every single time I pass my bathroom mirror, I smile at myself.
Oh, interesting.
Uh-huh. And smile while looking in the mirror was on this list. And it seems super weird to me. You know, obviously it seems kind of weird, but I don't even remember when I started doing it or why. But as I'm leaving my bathroom, I will smile at myself in the mirror. And it always improves my mood.
Well, that's funny because I highlighted this one as being dumb.
I can see that.
So I know that there's real science to back this up.
Okay.
But like it doesn't help me because I do it so much because I'm a weird theater kid and an only child. So I make faces in the mirror all the time just because like there's a mirror there. I have to look at it. I'm also a fucking Leo. So it doesn't like do anything for me.
Okay.
But
I can't say that it literally does anything for me. I mean, I feel good when I do it, but it's like, I think that it's just a way of liking yourself and checking your teeth at the same time.
Yeah.
All right, so one that I found hilarious. Blow bubbles to mindfully slow down your breathing. Why? Why?
Okay. I almost highlighted that because I was like, really? Okay, but I don't know if it's about the breathing. But girl, if I'm in a room with a bunch of bubbles, I'm happier than I was 10 minutes ago.
Sure,
So I
the
get
bubbles
that.
themselves, but did you blow them with your mouth?
I don't know. And the last time I was in a room full of bubbles like that, there was definitely a bubble machine.
Yeah,
that
we
did
have
it
all
for
the
me.
machines in the backyard for Daphne. So,
Yeah.
but she also has wands that we have blown, and I have never
Dude, I just had like a core memory unlocked. So my dad he had this like giant bubble contraption that he built out of crap in our garage. And he would just lay it out on the sidewalk and make these bubbles with it that you couldn't blow with your mouth because they were like big enough that you and I both could fit inside of them.
Not that big, but we've got one
they
that
were
blows giant bubbles.
enormo mondo bubbles. And he would put them, blow them, and then they would just float down the street. And then all the kids around would come out like, what the hell was that? And they would all congregate, and we would just have like a bubble party with all the neighborhood kids.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So, yeah.
All right, it's your turn.
Okay. One that I highlighted that I thought was dumb was face one of your fears because I've tried to do that and it made everything worse. Didn't like it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's self-care as much as it is like growth.
Like I can see, totally. Totally. It's growth, but it's going to be painful.
Right. It's not necessarily self-care. It's not gentle. Self-care needs to be gentle.
No. I don't think, it's not that I think it's a bad thing to face your fears, but it's something like if you want to challenge yourself and grow personally, then absolutely.
Yeah.
But, like me trying to go in those caves when I have a deep primal fear of caves didn't make me feel better afterwards.
No.
Especially when I failed because I had a panic attack.
Yeah. Self-care, you have to be able to complete the task for it to be self-care. What that is facing your fear is, like I said, it's personal growth, which is not the same as self-care.
Yeah.
All right, so go on a day trip.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. Love anything involving going somewhere and seeing something.
Yeah. I don't care if it's like the world's largest collection of toenail clippings. Cool.
I'm not going to go see that, but but I would like to go on a day trip all the time.
I fully condone that. Okay. My next one was plant a garden, or anything involving plants at all is self-care to me. I love it because it's just soothing.
Well, you can only plant a garden once, but you can maintain the garden all the time. Yeah. Gardening, right. I think, would have been a better way to put it.
Right, yeah, maybe the phrasing.
That's my husband's, he loves his garden, a lot. To the point of he won't take me on vacation because his garden died last year while we were gone.
Oh, no. I wish I had space to have, a real garden outside.
Yeah.
But we don't, and so I have house plants that I take care of, and I just kind of... Sometimes
good for you to be able to keep them alive.
Oh, I have a ton of plants.
Yeah, we don't have house plants.
Sean is like, Katie, get rid of some of these fucking plants. But yeah, I'm a plant girly, so what can I say?
All right, so one that I found amusing, contact a support line. Okay. That doesn't sound like self-care to me. That sounds like crisis control.
Yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm. I feel like if you're at that point, then you need some other assistance.
Yeah, a massage is not going to cut it.
It's not going to really help. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll get into that a little bit more later.
Yep.
Next one I loved was donate time or money to a cause that you care about.
Okay.
And honestly, I think this is great because I've found when I feel like I'm super broke, like being a freelancer, sometimes your income is lumpy.
Yeah.
And when I feel like I'm broke, the first thing I like to do when I do get paid again is make a donation of some kind to a charity or something. Mm-hmm. I feel like that helps with the scarcity mindset, of just feeling like, oh, I'm so broke, I can't afford to do that. But every single time that I have gone and given $20 to some Save the Whales charity or whatever, and we have a few that I like, it always comes back to me more and makes me feel better. And
sure.
Kind of, I think about that the same way that they used to teach us to tithe in the church.
I was just going to make a comment about that.
You give your money to that first, and then it comes back to you. But I nature is my church.
Yeah,
so
I was just going to say the same thing. My mother always says that it has served her well that she has always, and I'm like, well, that's donating, and I do. Yeah. I make donations. They just don't go to church.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. For Mother's Day this year, I was really kind of broke. It's been, April was hard. Mm-hmm. May has been fine, but April was hard. And for my Mother's Day gift, I got her one of those bracelets where you can track an endangered animal.
Okay.
With it. And it's a donation to charity, but they send you a little gift, And so she really liked it. And
good.
She's tracking her little snow leopard now. She knows where she is.
Oh, yeah. My mom would say, why did you send me this? I don't want this.
And my mom liked it.
Good.
She didn't call me and goo-goo over it, but I also explained to her, I don't have a lot of money this year, Mom.
Yeah.
So don't get excited.
Yeah.
But, it was nice. Okay.
Well, funnily enough, one of mine on my list is our icebreaker today. Go for an outdoor hike.
Yeah. Makes sense. I feel like that's great. Any outdoor thing that you want to do, I think should count.
Yeah.
Go
Whether outside.
It's vigorous exercise, just walking, literally going outside and sitting in the grass and meditating, sitting in the grass and staring at butterflies. I don't care. Go outside.
Yes.
It's going to help. Make a collage of positive quotes and photos. I don't care about the positive quotes and photos. Just make a collage. Make something with your hands. There was a lot on this list that was like, make a sculpture, make a painting, do a drawing, whatever. All of that for me is great. And collage, specifically, listeners, Katie used to be an art teacher, so I have opinions about various art forms. Collage is really great because it's a low investment of skill. So all you're doing is cutting and gluing, really. You don't have to like be able to draw to do a good collage.
Sure.
You know?
I have that on my poo-poo list.
You do? Why is that?
Because of the positive quotes and photos.
Oh, yeah. I mean, affirmations don't really help me that much. But sometimes quotes do. Like I used to do a lot of quotes from like new age spiritual stuff sometimes would be helpful to me. Yeah. But like...
Quotes are fine. The whole collage of positive quotes and photos made me go, blech.
Yeah. It's more about the making of something to me than of the what it is. Yeah.
Go bird watching, but I don't actually go bird watching. I sit in my backyard and turn on my Merlin app.
Yes, I love the Merlin app.
But did I tell you this? Did I tell you what happened on Mother's Day?
No.
So on Mother's Day, my husband and I went for a hike. We got on the bike, and luck would have it that it was timed perfectly, and we got home just in time for our dog to get let out of his crate. So it was great. It was wonderful. And then we sat on our back porch. So we had a bird's nest on one of the speakers with robins, and we had been watching the mama and daddy robin take turns feeding the babies, and one of them was on the edge of the nest as we sat on the back porch watching the critters in the yard, and I looked up just as the mama bird gave that guy a little nudge, and he went flying out of the nest, landed on a stool. Mama went after him, and we proceeded to watch mama bird teach that baby in my backyard how to fly.
That is so magical. Oh my gosh.
And my husband, who is the least sentimental, the least anything kind of guy, said to me, "Look, kitten, you got to watch a mama bird teach a baby how to fly on Mother's Day."
I know. I'm about to cry right now.
I know.
Stop.
It was phenomenal. It was so
cool.
And so like I wanted to call in sick the next day because the next one was on the edge of the nest, and I didn't want to miss it. I was hoping it was going to happen while we were out there, but when we got home from work, all four were gone, and the nest is empty. Mama and Daddy are still collecting worms, so we think that they've moved them behind the garage, and we're hoping that because Mama and Daddy live in our yard, that's where they live. And actually my Facebook memories from yesterday was 7 years ago, another robin family in the other corner of our backyard
Okay.
And then a couple weeks ago, one of my Facebook memories was a baby bird landing on my braid. So my husband is
robin time.
It is robin time, but my husband is also pretty sure that the critters who are in our backyard, like the squirrels that live in the nest and in the squirrel condo we put up, they are our squirrels. We have 5 squirrels, and they live there. And so we're hoping that we get to see more of the robin family.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet.
I know.
I saw your picture of the baby robins today, so that's cool.
Yeah.
I just think the affirmations are not for me. That was I had 2 or 3 of those picked. Okay, another one was
Is this good or bad? What do you?
This was lame to me.
Okay.
Curl up with a blanket. Okay.
I ignored that one. I was like, what?
Like, if you're cold, go get a blanket, baby. Right? But sometimes doing things like that makes me feel lazy. Like I'm just rotting, Yeah. And I try not to let myself do that.
I don't want to curl up with a blanket unless I'm reading a book, watching TV, or taking a nap.
It's like, in addition to something
like by
else.
itself, just curling up with a blanket sounds depressing to me.
It sounds like sad girl time.
On my poo-poo list, I put learn a new joke. What? Why is that on this list? Why is learn a new joke?
Because they had to have 99 and they ain't all gonna be bangers, Ivy.
I guess. All right. One that I liked, though, was do a puzzle. Because
love a puzzle.
I love puzzles. We have puzzles all over our house from Puzzle U. They're puzzles that we make of pictures that we take.
I love
That's a
that.
poem.
I picked do a crossword puzzle. So
okay.
similar. This is part of our daily routine now because Sean and I do the New York Times crossword together every day.
That's so awesome, old couple. I love that.
I know. And here, this is even better. Okay, so like, the New York Times crossword gets harder as the week goes on. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I usually can do it without him. It takes me 15 minutes. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we got to team up. Okay.
Wow.
So when I went to DC recently, that was a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday trip.
Okay.
And we talked beforehand because we have like a 45-day streak of finishing the crossword puzzle on the day that it's up, and you get a gold star. And I love
Okay, so you're doing
gold
this like
stars.
on your phone, because I am picturing you with a newspaper and a pen in your hand, because I am
No,
actually old.
They won't even send you a real newspaper
I am
anymore.
actually old, so that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm like seeing
I
the
wish
two of
they
you
would.
in your easy chairs with your little.
I wish that they would send us a paper one.
Okay.
But it's online now, yeah. So that meant that when I was gone, while I was like waiting in line somewhere, I was doing the crossword and he was doing it from his computer.
Yeah.
And there was a few times when I was gone that I just didn't have time because I was doing other shit all day and didn't get in bed till 11 o'clock. And he texted me at like 11:30 and he was like, I finished the crossword. I had to stay up later, but I finished it.
I love that so much.
It was so cute. So we didn't lose our streak.
I love that so much.
We committed. Yeah. It was nerdy, but we did it.
Do a self massage,
Girl, that sounds spicy.
What is
And
that?
if that helps you, baby, then do it.
If that
I got no qualms
that is
about
your
it.
self care, but that is on
But
my
let's
poo-poo
call a
list.
spade a spade,
Yeah,
okay?
that is because
If you want some you time, go ahead.
Go take your you time, but don't put it on my list.
I mean, right? Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah.
The last one that I thought was dumb was, and you may disagree with me, but I chose make a bucket list and cross off one of the items.
I hate
because
that.
Thinking about a bucket list, which is, if you don't know, things you want to do before you die, makes you be thinking about dying. And also, I can't do this because thinking about all the things I want to do that I haven't done yet is super triggering for me.
Okay.
Because gifted child syndrome, I feel like I have to be everything. And it stresses me out. And I still need to renew my passport, but I don't want to see that guy's face on it.
He's not going to be on it. It's only passports out of DC.
Sure? I don't even want to risk it.
He's not going to be on your passport.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, either way.
and if he is, you're not allowed to deface it.
Oh, I'll stick a Post-it note.
You're not
over it.
allowed.
I don't give a fuck.
I mean, you can for your pleasure, but when you get to the airport, you have to take the Post-it note off. They will not take it.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my fucking life.
It's all dumb. This is a dumb place we live now.
This is a dumb place.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I don't think we both did a full 10, but I think we've got a pretty good
I
little,
lost track.
Yeah. No,
I got one more I didn't talk about.
What is it?
Okay. The last one that I thought was a good idea.
A good one. Okay.
Schedule a healthcare appointment that you've been putting off. I have to make myself do these, and I'm glad I did because I scheduled a mammogram finally last year, and it was a whole stressful situation because they found a thing, but it turned out to be nothing. But if I had continued to put that off and then they had found a thing that had been something, I would have been in a lot worse situation, right?
Yeah.
And so even though, and this is kind of like...
But I don't really think that's self-care. I think that's healthcare.
Yes, it's healthcare, but like it does kind of give me a little bit of a boost when I do it.
Okay.
When I'm like, okay, I did that thing deliberately to take care of my body that I have to force myself to do. And healthcare costs are fucking crazy.
They are.
And so that, whole thing cost us a lot of money, but I'm still glad I did it,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. For sure.
So that's the thing. And even if that is, you just have to go to the dentist to get a cleaning, just do it.
Yeah.
Just
do it.
You're gonna
And
feel
save
better
your
after you do
self-care
it.
for some of these other ones, like
Yeah.
give yourself a manicure or take a shower. Those two, I was like, please take a shower. That's not really
Yeah,
self-care.
what
That's
is that?
just like,
That's
please take a shower.
right.
Like,
Well, I do baths at nighttime to help myself wind down as part of my little wind down routine
okay,
sometimes.
okay. A
I
bath.
think maybe they mean like an additional shower, like take an extra
I
shower
can see
just
like a
cuz.
soaking in a bubble bath if you like
Mhm.
that kind of thing. I don't.
Yeah,
But
I do.
I
I like
don't.
to put an audiobook on and sit in
Yeah.
a bubble bath.
I mean, it would be
Sean
great.
takes showers at night that he doesn't need just to help wind down,
Yeah.
you know.
There's a lot of good ideas on this list. It is
Yeah.
a worthy list, but there
Mhm.
are some fillers, obviously.
Yeah, I had a hard time choosing only 10 that
I know
wanted to spotlight.
I've got 16 on this list.
Yeah.
We talked about 1, 2, 3, 4. We talked about 11 of them. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
I did also really love the meditation, the journaling, any kind of art. Learning new things is a good one too.
I had attend a class to learn something new,
Mhm.
but that
Sometimes that costs money though.
for me
so-
that was because I
Yeah.
love to go to those paint and sip classes where I
Sure.
don't actually sip. I love to go to those by myself.
Okay.
Like I like to do it
Yeah.
without a friend. I like to do it with a friend too, but I will go there without a friend and enjoy
Another
that.
one on the list that I thought was interesting was like take yourself on a date.
Yeah.
And when I was single, I got to a point where I was like, I want to go out to a restaurant and eat, and I don't care if I'm sitting there by myself. I just did it anyway.
Yeah.
And so I did it, and it became normal, and I didn't give a single fuck about it, and I'm glad I did.
I'm glad you
Or I
did,
would go
too.
to the movies by myself,
Yeah.
and I didn't give a single fuck because I'm not going to talk during that movie anyway.
Exactly.
You know?
I went to
So-
see the Mr. Rogers movie by myself. I had fluffy slippers on and a house dress
Yeah.
and no bra, and I put on a sweater and I carried myself without my bra to that movie theater, and I sat in that reclining chair and I watched the Mr. Rogers movie all by myself in my fluffy slippers.
Good job, baby.
Yep.
You did it. Well, okay. There were other things on the list, though, that I wonder how effective it really is long term, you know?
Yeah, but I don't think
Sometimes-
self-care is necessarily for the long term.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, I have been through phases of life where I could have done all 99 of those things and still not felt better.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And if that's the case for you, listeners, we suggest reaching out to a mental health professional,
Mm-hmm.
taking some time off, or really seeking some kind of support outside of yourself, whatever that may be
Yeah.
for you. You are really not expected to handle everything on your own. And self-care, even good self-care, is not a magic solution that will fix your life like we were teasing about in the intro. Okay?
Absolutely. And I think that all of self-care is great. It's wonderful. It's fun, but it's not necessarily healthcare. So if
Right.
you can't, like Katie said, this list of 99 things isn't going to fix if you have something that needs treatment. Like
Yes.
if you have depression or anything that you could use a mental health professional for,
Yeah.
that's healthcare. Self-care is what you like. It's what you want to do. It's what you might make you feel better in that moment, but it's not going to heal you.
Yeah, exactly. You got to heal yourself from within,
Sure.
you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes that takes more than a nice bubble bath from Lush.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So while the term itself, self-care, still feels a little icky and selfish to me, I guess someone somewhere needed a term for something that we should all already do, which is take care of ourselves. Like on an airplane, when you need oxygen, you put your own mask on first so that you can breathe to help others. You hear self so much these days, self-care, self-checkout, selfies, that I fear that folks are starting to forget that it is the others that we're putting the mask on to help. There are still others, and helping others is helping yourself.
It was on the list.
It was on the list. And
Yeah.
and it is actually like I'm a helper and I want to help so badly that if I can't help somebody, then maybe I need to go take a bubble bath because it makes me feel bad. And I can't help.
So I hear all of that, and I think you're totally right that this world, especially post-pandemic, has been kind of isolating for a lot of people. And so you just I think of self-care as just being like the thing that you do purposefully,
Yeah.
that you have identified as like, I am doing this to regulate my emotion, to help calm myself down, to help repair some of my stress, to mitigate.
And
right?
me time.
And yes.
Because there's a lot of us, women in particular, who give of ourselves a lot and don't give to ourselves.
Mm-hmm. And it's very true.
Yeah.
I also think that you are pretty well adjusted on this front, Ivy. Like you've got it together. You've got the right head about you, and that's great. I know that I have some shit that I have to work through about always feeling like I have to be productive and live up to my potential and all that shit. And so when I was working so much that I was getting burned out when I was a teacher, I had to make a point to do some of these things. Like during Tech Week for shows, that's for theater stuff, the week before you do the show, you're basically rehearsing all conscious hours of the day. And those were the times that I would forget to eat. And I would have to remind myself to go eat. I would get zero exercise because of how busy I was. And I would just be like so run down. And then, of course, I would get sick afterwards,
Yeah, I appear to be well adjusted on this front, but I did work for 25 years. I also raised 2 children, and mine was the house where all of the kids came. I married a problem person. That's a terrible thing to say. But I married a guy that I love with all of my heart, would not change a thing, but he's a lot of work. Okay. And when I stopped working for her, it took me until 3 Saturdays ago to sit my ass on the back porch and read a book.
Yeah.
Because I also have toxic productivity. If I'm not doing something, number one, I'll sit down and smoke cigarettes, and I don't want to sit down and smoke cigarettes. I want to keep doing stuff, right? The only reason I smoke cigarettes at night is because they shut me down. That's when I'm sitting. That's when I'm done doing. I am always doing. I am always doing for someone also.
That's exhausting.
And so when I stopped working for her, it took me over a year to realize I don't have to be doing something. I don't have to be doing chores just because I'm home and I don't have work to do. I don't have to go in there and do auditions. I can sit down and I can read a book for no reason other than I want to.
Yes. I love that.
And that is self-care.
Yes. Obviously, you need to take care of yourself. This trend of insanely long skincare routines and expensive bath bombs, etc. It's really just capitalism disguised as self-care.
Especially when they're selling it to 10-year-olds.
Oh my God, yes.
There is a podcast that I listen to called Sounds Like a Cult. And they did an episode on the cult of Sephora. And I did not know until I listened to that episode that people are taking their 10-year-olds to buy skincare. Now, I wish somebody had told me around 20 that I needed to moisturize my skin, right? I wish someone had told me when I was a teenager that just because my skin is oily doesn't mean that I can't moisturize. I wish I had learned these things. But 9 and 10-year-olds going and spending hundreds of dollars
That's the
on
part that bothers
skincare
me. Yeah.
is stupid.
Right. Like, do something to take care of your skin, sure. But, babe, you can you can make skincare out of stuff you have in your kitchen already.
And you can go to Walgreens. If you're 10.
You can go to Walgreens. Yeah. The scrub that I use on my face, and Sean uses too, it's baking soda, salt, and several different kinds of oil.
Yeah.
And a little bit of Castile soap. That's it. It costs us almost nothing to make, and it's the best thing I've ever put on my skin, and I make it all the time. Great. So, just because someone is trying to sell you self-care, please be mindful that the first operative word is sell. You putting the sell in self-care. That's what these trends are doing.
Influencers with their skincare routines and all of that stuff is just trying to sell you.
Yeah. And so spending money does not equal self-care, okay? Even treating yourself, all of that, okay? You can do that a little bit sometimes, but you don't be an idiot.
Yeah, saving money is also self-care.
Saving money. Yeah. And that brings me to The vocab word of the week.
Do. What is it?
Yay. The vocab word of the week is, let me make sure I'm pronouncing this right.
Meretricious.
Meretricious.
Oh.
Meretricious means, it's an adjective. It is tastelessly showy and falsely attractive.
Oh.
Okay. So the other definition was it describes something that is superficially attractive or flashy, but in reality is false, insincere, and of little value, like a lot of those expensive-ass skincare products. Also, in the etymology, apparently this word is related to prostitution, which today I learned.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
what
let me tell you.
way?
So Merriam-Webster, second definition is superficially significant, pretentious. And then the last one is of or relating to a person who engages in sex acts and especially sexual intercourse in exchange for pay. Apparently, also comes from that.
Tastelessly showy and falsely attractive is also the same as sex? What?
It's also the same as like a person who is a sex worker, according to this etymology.
That's so weird.
A little iffy to me. Yeah. Like, are you saying that
Okay.
Ivy's brow is furrowed?
I don't get I can't make the correlation, but okay. I'm not
So let me see if I can look up this etymology. Yeah, let's see.
Because I looked at etymology and I was like, wait, bugs? That's entomology.
Yes, correct. Etymology has to do with the origin of words.
Got it.
And yeah. Okay, etymology. This is from Reddit. Seemingly attractive, but having no value or integrity. I guess, like, if you're a person who indulges in being a client of a sex worker in an unhealthy way.
Maybe not a lot of integrity there.
Not a lot of integrity there, right?
Okay, I get it. Okay.
It comes from the Latin word for the act of hiring, which morphed into the French word for prostitute.
Got
according
it.
to this on
Okay.
Reddit.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right.
And someone in the comments said they learned this word from Dr. Kevorkian in a press conference.
Nice.
Cool.
Excellent.
All right.
All right.
Meretricious is the word of the week.
Yeah,
It
I don't
means
even want to try to
falsely
say it.
attractive.
Meretricious.
There you go. Yep.
Meretricious.
Meretricious.
All
Yep.
right. It almost
So-
sounds like something Mary Poppins should sing about.
Yes, it does.
Meretricious. Self-care.
Self-care.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Is it non-toxic, toxic-ish, or a toxic waste of time?
I think it's definitely on the toxic-ish
I
scale
agree.
there because you can go overboard, and also it can be selfish. Like you gotta, like I said, you gotta take care of you so that you can also contribute to life for others. You know,
Yeah.
we're all in this ship together.
Oh, yeah. Totally. I agree. I think it's toxic-ish. I think some of the things on that list were a waste of time.
100%.
I think they definitely,
Yeah.
coming up with 99 self-care ideas.
Yeah, it was a lot. It
I
was a
think
lot
the
because most of them
idea-
were like 5 or 6. You know, like most of the articles that I
Yeah.
saw had like a little short list of bullets. And then I was like, 99, huh?
Right. And a lot of them were like so similar that you could tell they really tried to stretch it.
Yeah.
You know?
Pray is on the list.
Yeah, I knew that one was going to trigger you.
It was on my poo-poo list, but I don't mind a spell or two, which is the same goddamn thing. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
mhm.
Okay. That's our podcast for this week.
Yeah,
I had a great time.
it was fun.
It was really fun.
Wasn't it fun? I hope that the listeners enjoyed it, and I hope that maybe they will send us their self-care ideas.
Yeah. Tell us about, I want your most unhinged self-care idea.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm not talking about take a bubble bath. I'm talking about
Mhm.
I like to
Jump
create
out of
a
airplanes.
portrait of what?
I said jump out of airplanes.
That ain't on my list,
Oh,
honey.
that's on mine.
I'm talking about like I like to make a portrait of, myself as an old woman or whatever, and it makes me feel better. Whatever it is I want to know.
Nice.
Leave us a comment.
Yeah.
Leave us
yeah.
a rating. If you hated it and you still listen to it, there's something wrong with you, but you can go ahead and leave us 1 star and tell us why, and we'll probably cackle about it.
Yeah.
So what do the listeners do if they want to send us a message, Ivy?
Well, they would send us an email at contact@toxicwasteoftime.com.
Are we also available on social media?
We do. We have a Facebook and an Instagram. Both are called Toxic Waste of Time, and we have a Reddit. Why don't you tell them about that, Katie?
Yeah, we have a subreddit called r/toxic waste of time. We would love for you to join us over there. There you can actually suggest icebreaker topics, episode topics, word of the week topics, vocab word of the week topics. Yep. So you can make suggestions there. You can chat with each other. We would love to see you over there.
Yeah, you can chat with each other about us.
Yeah, you can be like, Ivy sounded kind of nasally today. Is there pollen?
Yeah. or Ivy sounded really angry when you guys talked about politics and religion. Does she want to say anything about that?
Does she want to break that down? Oh, man. Okay. Be sure to join us next time when we will be talking about toxic positivity. You know, you would think if there was one thing in the world that didn't have the potential to be toxic, it would be positivity. But even that could be toxic as fuck, as we're going to discover. Love to get your take on it, Ivy. All right.
Yep.
Join us next time. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.